A third grade class goes to the swimming pool. The lifeguard walks in front of the kids and says, "Okay, kids, does anybody here know how to swim?" Little Timmy starts jumping up and down, shouting to, "I know how to swim, I know how to swim, I know how to swim." The lifeguard looks at Timmy kind of skeptically. Because you see, little Timmy, he doesn't have any arms. Born with a birth defect, no arms. He's like, "Timmy, you know how to swim?" Timmy goes, "Yeah, I can swim." "Okay, jump in the pool and show me." So Timmy goes over to the pool, jumps in, swims like a fish, like a dolphin. Lifeguard's amazed. Timmy's third grader, no arms, birth defect, swims like a fish. Lifeguard pulls him out of the water. He goes, "Timmy, where'd you learn to swim like that?" Timmy goes, "Oh, as long as I can remember. On the weekends, my dad would drive me to the coast. He'd let me loose in the ocean and see if I could swim back." Lifeguard goes, "Wow. Let you loose. That's kind of a harsh way to teach somebody how to swim, isn't it?" Timmy goes, "It wasn't that bad. Actually, the hardest part was just getting out of the garbage bag." Cue the intro.
Live from Casa de Clark in beautiful Independence, Iowa, it's Unemployed with your host, Matt Clark. Promotional consideration paid for by Western Kentucky Football. Because sexual abuse and random acts of violence aren't just for the big boys anymore. Western Kentucky Football. Now here's your host. He cracked corn and he still doesn't care. Matt Clark.
Greetings, Internet, YouTube, children of all ages. It's I, your unemployed superhero, with Max the Wonder Dog. Say hi, Max. Say hi, Max. Say hi. With Max the Wonder Dog, coming to you live from Casa de Clark, Independence, Iowa. America's fame in the name. JP100D over the shoulder. It's Monday, the 6th of March. Here in Independence, Iowa. Anything happen over the weekend? Did you hear anything? You think, Max? Anything happen? Anything? I'm joking, of course. Talking about, of course, the President Trump accusing Obama of wiretap. Will it ever stop? I'm not mad. I'm not upset. I know I went a little nuts on Friday with the extra. If you haven't watched the extra, go ahead and watch it. I got a little upset. It's just getting exhausting at this point. The craziness will not end. I mean, good God. Ugh. I've decided today to try and take a break from the news because, quite frankly, I'm exhausted trying to follow it. And instead, just kind of give you guys an update of what's going on in my life. I'm not going to say it's going to be a lot more entertaining than the news, but hopefully it gives you a little bit of a break. I'm going to call this video, America, You Deserve a Break. A bit of a palate cleanser, if you will. It is Monday, the 6th of March. Ran the numbers over the weekend. We're getting close to the end of my unemployment. Checky weckies. I got like 4 or 5 left, give or take, which sounds like a lot. But it has been my experience in all this that when it comes to somebody doing any kind of hiring, I got an email, doing any kind of hiring, that, no, my dick size is just right. That, granted, no one said yes yet, by the way, which is great for the ego, just so you know. It's, on the average, it's been about 3 weeks hearing anything back from anybody after. In some cases, it's taken a week to get an interview, and then 3 weeks later to get a response for the interview. So, so saying I have 4 to 5 checks left, that's cutting it pretty thin. If I were to get hired tomorrow, it wouldn't be a big deal, but I don't even have an interview lined up in the perceivable future. So I may be getting to the point where it's time to lower the expectations. What can I say? I've been exclusively doing IT positions as of late, so it's quite possible that I have to start thinking about other different job opportunities. Problem is, all I know is IT, so if I give up on IT jobs, I don't know what else to do, because that's all I am, folks. I don't have a skill set. If you've been watching these videos, you probably realize I haven't got a whole lot of talent either. So it's getting kind of frustrating, but we're getting to the point now where I may have to start changing things to apply for. I'm not quite sure where to go from here, to be quite honest with you. I'm not any more depressed than I normally am. I'm not upset. I'm not, messed up in the head at all. It's just that I have 2 options that I can see. One, change the type of jobs I'm applying for, or 2, widen the net of places looking for jobs. And the problem with that is if I widen the net, I'm kind of going out of the range of living where I live now. Iowa's a very spread out state. If you live in places like Pennsylvania or Ohio or Indiana or Missouri, you kind of understand where I'm coming from. Large populated cities are spread out quite a bit. It ain't like, New York and California, although I've never been in New York, California, so I could be wrong there. Please correct me if you feel free to. The next city away from me that I could go to, which would hire an IT type position, would be about an hour to an hour and a half drive from me, which is kind of impractical to do, really. I could probably pull it off for maybe a month or 2, but after that it would be kind of get impractical. 2-hour drive back and forth to work every day is pretty rough on a vehicle, gas, just me doing the drive itself. So I'd probably end up having to move at that point. And the bad thing is, like I said, I'm running out of time with unemployment. I really don't want to break into my 401k over all this. So I'm kind of, I don't know, I'm kind of debating, what my options really are. Um, I don't know. Where does put your unemployed superhero now on the continuum? I'm not quite sure. Um, uh, like I said, I can try casting a wider net. I don't know if that's going to work or not. It probably couldn't hurt. But that's kind of where I'm sitting right now. Um, I don't know. Things might change in the upcoming week, but if I don't hear something back from, I got two irons in the fire at the moment. Both of them, it's one of them I had an interview with over a month ago. The other one, I started the process over a month ago. They haven't even contacted me for an interview yet. Those are my two most promising leads at the moment. And if I don't hear back from either one of them this week, um, things are going to get real interesting for your unemployed superhero. Let's put it that way. I'm not sure where to go from here. I don't know. Things are going to get interesting. Let's put it that way. It's been a couple of months, disappointing months. I'm ready for all this to end. I need to get back to some semblance of a career or a job of some type. I'm losing my fucking mind. You've probably noticed my volume of output as far as these video goes has declined sharply. Kind of shows you where my head's been at recently. It's just been a long process, and I'm ready for it to be over with, quite frankly. And the dog's getting tired of me, aren't you, Max? Look at it. See that? That's his I'm sick of being around him face. See, you can't even look you in the eyes. See, look at him. I gotta buy him the cheap dog food. This is an abused animal. I'm getting into cheap dog food now to cut costs. I know it's sad. See? Give him the tear. Give him the sad face. Give him the sad face. Look at there. See that? This is a sad face. Give him the sad face. See him longing for the good dog food. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at the moment. It's kind of where I'm at in the world. It's been a little while since I did one of these videos. I'm not looking for sympathy. I'm not looking for woe is me. I'm not looking for keep a stiff upper lip, all that wonderful stuff. Just trying to let people know and record on film where my brain is at right now. And like I said, we're getting to the point where I may have to start changing my approach as to what jobs I look for. I just think there's a lot of competition. One company I applied for told me they got over 50 applicants for the position I applied for. So that's a lot of competition. And so far I haven't made the grade for whatever reason. That's the other bad thing about it too. I crave information, I crave knowledge, and I would like people to critique me. But unfortunately, when they don't hire you for the job, they don't talk about what they felt was the reason why they didn't hire you. They don't really go into that. I would love to know, though, from one of these companies, what about my interview process, application process, what part of it broke down and made you choose somebody else? I'm just curious, because it might make me better for the next interview I have, or the next time I go through things. Am I too old? Do they think I want too much money? Do I not have enough education? it just would be nice to know what it is that didn't. It's a popularity contest, really. It's like dating. I think I pointed that out before. It's like dating. Most women know within the first 15 to 20 minutes of talking to somebody whether or not it's going to work out or not, or whether or not they even care to try and make it work out. Don't admit it, ladies. You know I'm right. Normally, within the first 15, 20 minutes, you know if the guy you're talking to is worth your time or not. You can admit that. It's okay to admit it. If any women are watching this, which you probably aren't. And it's kind of the same way, I think. I think you can wow them, but I think, after the first 2 or 3 questions you answer in an interview, I think the decision has been made, so to speak. And the big problem I've seen in a couple of interviews I've done is that this is going to sound very egotistical, by the way. The people that are interviewing, normally, every interview I've done so far has been with at least 3 people. The vice president, director, whatever you want to call them, their underling, which would be my direct supervisor, and then maybe a senior employee, head programmer or head whatever. And a couple of the job interviews I did, I had more experience and I knew more than the people that were interviewing me. And they would potentially be my supervisors. So I knew right away, after that interview was over with, I wasn't going to get the job. Maybe I'm running into that. I don't know. It's just kind of frustrating, that's all. Like I said, I'm not any more depressed than I normally am. I'm not looking for sympathy. I'm not doing a pity party. You'll know when I'm doing a pity party. I'll announce a pity party. When it's pity party time, I will announce it. But just more frustration than anything else. Trying to figure out, where my future is, where I'm going to go from here, basically. What options I have from here. If that makes sense to anybody. Well, that was 16 minutes of, we can call it whining. We'll call it whining. 16 minutes of it. Hope you made it through it all. Wasn't that exciting? I told you I wouldn't talk politics. I'll probably do another video this week sometime, maybe on Wednesday. If I hear anything from any of the 2 companies, I guarantee I'll do a video on that to kind of keep you updated. Believe it or not, we're like 100 episodes into this thing, give or take, and it's still trying to find its feet. I'm still trying to figure out exactly what I want these videos to be, what message I want them to send. I want them to be humorous. I want them to be somewhat entertaining. But in the end, I also want them to be a record of where my head is during all this. And a record of what I do during the decisions I make during all this. By the way, my sister is out of the hospital. She's actually home now after her surgery. Power of the hand, see? She's doing okay. Pop's crazy, as normal. Just living it day by day. What can you say? And that's all I got for today. It's kind of a thing. I'm going to take off for now. Hope you enjoyed the video. Any thoughts, comments, thumbs up, subscribe, all that shit. Feel free to send me an email if you got any questions. I still haven't decided if I'm going to do an email video. I get emails. I do get emails from time to time. Maybe I'll actually do an email video here and answer them video-wise. Because I'm lazy about returning email. If I haven't returned your email yet, I'm a lazy fuck, so you know. But maybe I'll just do a video return to your emails. Don't worry, I won't read your email address or your name online. It's private. I'm okay with that. Ask a question in the comments section. I'll answer it in the video from there. If you don't want to send me an email, that's fine too. That's all I got for today. You take her easy. I will talk to you all later. Stay sexy, San Diego. Don't drink downstream from the herd. Be good to your mother. And I will talk to you soon. Clark out.